Welcome back to F1 Manager 2024, or on the 2023 game. My name is Reyes, and this is part 20, I think? We're on round 14. Incredible stuff going on. Lando Norris leads the championship by a small margin to Sergio Perez, but Charles Leclerc is making gains. Max Verstappen is trying to make gains, but Red Bull has had a kind of a season to forget compared to Ferrari. And McLaren really has only one driver fighting for the championship. 242 points total, but 222 for Lando. So it's just a one-man team at the moment, mostly. Oscar Piastri is down in 13th. He needs to pick up his pace because he is now 202 points behind his teammate. That is by far the largest gap to a teammate at the moment. So we need something incredible to happen right now with Oscar. He needs to get some wins, podiums, and everything in between. Anyway, car inspection. We have a front wing that needs to be replaced, a side pod that needs to be replaced, and we have a gearbox that is now showing signs of wear. Next season, we get an extra, ERS component is what we get. We get an extra ERS component for the next race, which is good stuff, if I do say so myself. Now, we do have a bunch of upgrades coming in. In 18 days, we have a side pod upgrade coming in, which means we're in a good spot. Chassis? Chassis is being manufactured. It'll be done in about the amount of time we need for it. We've got a scouting completed. Which two drivers are we scouting? Oh yeah, we are scouting actually staff members because we're unsure about what to do. Enrico Cardillo is a free agent at 94 rated. GP is open to negotiation. It's a 91 rated race engineer, but he has 4 years on his contract remaining, which basically means we're not really gonna get him anytime soon. But he is the second best out there. We would have the best race engineers if we get GP in there as well. But anyway, technical chiefs, Enrico Cardillo is an open negotiation, and he is open. We can get him in right away. Now, our technical chief, Nick Howdley, has only 5 months left, so to pay his contract, we would have only 200k. That's what we need to pay right now, which means it's not a big problem. So we could do that. We could do that. Alternatively, we can just get into the race. To be honest, let's just get through the weekend. To the race weekend, because we need some. Okay, our rear wing has been manufactured. Warehouse, rear wing, and that gets us some level of improvement. Chassis. Car 1 is now going to be ahead. Let's manufacture a front wing for 200k. We need to start focusing on the future now. Start focusing on research. Okay, now let's take a look at our car analysis, because at the moment it's showing that we're the best car on the grid getting into the race weekend, with at least Oscar. There we go. Front wing has been manufactured. We've got some driver development, some pace improvement. Lando is also just getting better at his speed. He is becoming more and more well-rounded. I can't wait to see the smoothness get to 100, honestly. That would be a beautiful thing to see. And see everything in the 90s. His defending and reactions in the 90s would be great to see, honestly. Oscar is doing very well in accuracy. Now, Théo Pourchaire's reactions are as good as Lando's. Okay. And his smoothness is as good, better than Oscar's. Okay, this is looking more and more obvious that either this coming season, so 2025 or 2026, Théo Pourchaire is going to be going into the car. I think it's a given. Let's take a look at our staff. We have a decent staff. Tom Stollard is the only one. Tom Stollard and Nick Howley are the ones that we want to replace, to be honest. I think that would be the main thing to focus on. Development, industry standards. I think we'll go to drill planning now because no, we want to go to okay. I think that's the right approach now. Let's get a training schedule. And we will put them half-half. So we'll put them on drills and gym training right before the races. This one we'll put on car building. I think that's the right approach. We will lose a little bit of pit stop time, but we'll have them very well rested for the races. But they'll also make no mistakes. I think we might as well, because they're all exhausted. It's not the right approach to take here. Anyway, I have waffled for long enough, I believe. We are about at the 9-minute mark. Let's see, urgent fire design projects pause approved. But we have a... which puts a little bit of a stop on our development. That puts a slight stop on our development stuff, and let's install suspension to both cars. Side pods is on both cars as well. Ring is fine. Chassis, we'll put it on as well. What that will do Yeah, okay, whatever. It's fine. So some gearbox wear, we know, we've seen it. But let's get into the race weekend, because that's what we're here for. Oh, I had a team hub upgrade coming in, which means we're gonna have some level of development happening. Let's take a look at our facilities as well while we're at it. This time we shut down there. Factory, wind tunnel, and CFD. I think factory might be the next major upgrade that we look into. And I will do it once we need to refurbish, because refurbishing takes quite a bit of money as well. So we'll save up for that. Which is... Or we will... Yeah, so we'll focus on factory, because that's the cheaper one of them all. Staff facilities, race simulator, 8 million. So we need 19, 20 million overhead, kind of. Just to ensure that we have what we need. Our helipad needs some refurbishing. We'll refurbish the helipad and the memorabilia room. It's important. The boardroom, I think we can afford to spend on the boardroom as well. I think that's fine. Let's get and take a look at where we can do. We want to get 2 cars in the Q2, regardless of what we are going to get. And 2 cars in the top 15. That's our goal. That's like, we probably won't get it, but I want to get 2 guys in the top 10 for the race. That's the goal. Let's take a look at our cars. Let's take a look at our analysis. Where are we? We are the best car on the grid. Change team there, and we turn this to second car. And absolutely, the best car on the grid by far. Who is our closest rival? I mean, talk about falling off. This is Red Bull. Red Bull might be the second one. Aston Martin, looking decent. Williams has always been a rocket ship. It has dropped off slightly. Middle of the road for Haas. AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo fighting for the bottoms. Mercedes is not doing that bad. So we are by far the favorites to win this weekend. So let's see what we can do at the Dutch Grand Prix. This is, for those of you who don't know, haven't been here before, this is my home race.
Hello,
because I live in the Netherlands, I am Dutch myself.
For the Dutch...
But I am not a Max Verstappen fan. Wow, I said that like I'm a Dutchie. Because I am, but I'm not a Max Verstappen fan. I liked that he won 2021. Didn't like how he won, but I like that he won. It is what it is. But it was surprising, to say the least. We're going back to the old components where we can. In this case, we can just barely get away putting on the primary engine. Let's go to setups. If you've not been here yet again before and you like what you're seeing so far, please hit the like button. Also, you'll know that we simulate FP1 here, and FP2, and potentially manage FP3. That's what we do here. Only manage FP3 if we're below 80% in the driver confidence. Wow, that's a very extreme setup, to be honest. Alright, let's run that setup. And simulate. How is it going? A6 and 69 at 69 preparation. and 69 car parts knowledge, and 69 track limitation. I think it's a sign. It is a sign. I mean, my lord. I think we can get away with simulating FP3 at the moment. Think we can get away with it. I think we can get away with simulating FP3 and get in the 90s. I think so. I got a feeling 90s, exactly. What did I tell you guys? When I have a feeling and it works out, it means you know it's gonna be a good weekend. Now, I think Oscar might do well this time around. I think Oscar might actually do well. If Oscar does well, we'll give him a 1-year contract to see if he can fight for a championship. I'd love to see him fight for a championship against Lando. I don't know how he would do it, but I'd love to see that. It would make my season, to be honest. Him fighting for the win against Lando. Time for qualifying. Let's get started. We managed qualifying. What do we expect? What are your expectations? We'll send out Oscar as the first driver on track. Right behind Tsunoda. Norris goes out right ahead of Stroll, who's doing pretty good job.
Delta negative at the end of the lap.
I could recharge on and box this lap.
Lando, just 7/10. Casually putting 7/10.
So keep that delta tight. So just confirming.
Okay, I want to see what Lando can do on a set of mediums.
Copper.
There we go, Oscar.
P3, your P3.
I want to see what Lando can do on a set of mediums.
Okay, look after the fuel on the way in.
Copy. So currently P1. So call the car and we'll box.
What was the lap time? Lap history, Norris. He was 2/10. He was 4/10 slower, half second slower on that set. All right, that's pretty surprising, to say the least. Yeah, they're both through. I'm not even worried. Oscar did have to do a second run on the same set of tires, but this is, I think, the closest I've seen them to, and this is a very nice thing. With the lap that Lando did on his mediums, he would have made it. You know what? I'm going to put him on the mediums again. I think I'm going to put him on mediums. I'm going to let him do a run on mediums, and Oscar as well. And I want to put them on 2 runs. I think this might be the weirdest Q2 that we will ever see. I'll put them on softs if they need to go, but if Lando...
Okay, Oscar, so the track will go green now.
Oscar goes out now. And he gets a very clean track. Only 4/10 off.
Oscar, you're P8.
Last lap pace was good.
If you could keep your pace up on the in lap.
Copy. So currently P5.
Okay, they need to do a second run on
Box
mediums.
box and call the car. Yeah, confirm.
To be fair, I think Lando could actually make it through with the skin of his teeth. Although I'm not feeling like wanting to risk it.
That's the checkered flag.
Oh my lord, Piastri! Norris got through with the skin of his teeth. He didn't exactly improve, but Oscar, talk about a lap and a half. Okay. I think Oscar might actually be on for a shot. For a shot to pole. Why am I such a bozo? Why am I just putting him on mediums for a run? I'm gonna put Lando out first. One of the first guys on track. And once Lando gets past, I will send out Oscar. What that will do...
Stay tight on that delta.
Okay, Lando. You're right.
Your P1.
Come on, Lando. Give me a pole.
Oscar put that.
And that's a pole for Lando. And an Oscar on a P5. His lap in Q2 could have gotten him into P3. And he was very close to keeping P4. Russell just barely was quicker. Just barely. That's fine. I like what I'm seeing from both guys. It's the best car on the grid. I think Oscar should be able to help us get a 1-2. I think this will be Oscar's first podium? I could be wrong. Put that in the comments if you think I'm talking absolute garbage. Soft, medium, soft apparently is the best strategy. So we'll probably put them both on a soft, medium, soft. But let's not forget, there is rain forecast. Which would basically mean they go to the full wets or intermediates. And now we need to be very careful of what we do with these guys, because
Get ready for some fighting.
we know tire wear is not an issue.
It's the Dutch Grand Prix.
But I know for a fact
And it's lights out and away we go.
that we can get some very good
Use
results.
overtake.
Copy.
Okay, Lando's on better tires anyway. Okay. I'm not worried about anybody here. Okay, Lando takes back the lead. And Lando is trying to run away. Russell is doing a pretty good job. Piastri is catching up to Perez and Leclerc, who are showing signs of struggles. Okay, Piastri needs to get through to P6 again. I would like him to finish in the top 5.
Rain is imminent. Yeah, confirm.
Alright, we need to keep an eye on the rain. It could come anytime soon. Okay, Oscar is struggling for overtakes. He's gonna try and overtake down this main straight. I'll help him. And Russell is has gotten past signs. Lando is just kind of checking out. He's 3 seconds up the road. And then this is a train from This is a train from Russell to Piastri. That's what this train is. Russell's gonna get overtaken pretty soon. Down this straight. I'm pretty sure. I would not be surprised.
Ah, yeah, a lot of rain. Yeah, copy.
Okay, now I want to see when the first team to pit is. Which team is going to pit first? I want to know. Who's going to be the first driver to pit? Because
How is the track condition?
Alright, so needs to pit. I'm curious to see what these guys are. They're on full wets. Full wets, full wets, full wets. Double stack there. Everyone's going to full wets. Alright, pit options. Who's gonna pit first? Lando's obviously gonna pit first to full wets. Confirm. And confirm. Oh, that's a beautiful double stack, not gonna lie. Okay, Lando came out behind. Way behind the rest. Okay, now I want to see.
We've had a crash.
Joe crashed on turn
Reports of
3.
debris.
I want to see Lando close that gap. If anything. If anything, he's not really closing that gap. Alright, let's push the fuel. Okay. Why though? Okay. So apparently Lando is gonna have to go to intermediates. That's okay, Lando might have lost the lead there. Just based on the fact that it's going to get drier and drier. And we're gonna go maximum attack with both guys. Alright, I wanna see. I wanna see Lando catch up to Max. The rain is gonna go away very soon. I wanna see 1.9. Okay. Okay, Lando is now half a second behind Verstappen. I am very quiet because I'm trying to stress to try and get this to get better and better and better. 3 minutes till no more rain. So this means that if Lando can get this overtake done and dusted before it becomes dry, so next 2 laps, he's gonna pit. Next 3, 4 laps maybe. Lando's gonna pit. Okay, another 2 laps, maybe 3. Till it becomes pitting time. So I forget, if Piastri could overtake Russell, he would have gained net positions on everybody. Alright, it's getting drier and drier and drier.
So rain is clear.
Yeah, confirm.
Okay. I think Oscar will pit at the end of this lap. Still nobody's pitting. Still don't see anybody pitting. All right. Okay, if Joe, are you gonna go to the pits? You are not. Verstappen coming in. I think Oscar is gonna pit to the mediums.
Box this lap. Box this lap.
Copy, box.
So just
And
keep
then
talking
you're
to us
gonna
about
pit
track conditions.
to the
Something is almost
mediums.
a dry line. I don't think it's a mile away.
Okay, Oscar's taking the gamble. Okay, Oscar has taken the gamble. Okay. All right. Okay. I think Lando is now just gonna have to go for it. Piastri, fast lap of the race. Lando? Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna push the fuel a little bit more because I know for a fact
Those temps are getting high.
Confirm.
that Lando will get past. There we go. And I'll put him on balance now. Yeah, and Lando is now winning again. Come on, Piastri. Just get past, buddy.
We've had a big crash in. There's debris all over.
Everyone alright?
Yeah, Eco.
Virtual safety car.
It's a VSC.
Delta positive.
Copy.
Virtual safety car ending.
Copy.
Oh, come on, Oscar. Get past.
Pack is low.
Copy.
So we're low on battery at the moment.
Awesome.
Ah, P7.
This garage has just gone mental.
Who got the fast lap
Everyone.
in the end? Who got the fast lap?
That's the checkered flag.
I'm hoping it was Lando because then he's just done a grand slam. Pole, fast lap, and race win. Talk about domination. Okay, not an actual domination, but was very close. Oscar getting some points on the board for us. Now, Lando is starting to pull away in the constructors. Meanwhile, we are trying to close the gap to Ferrari. Red Bull is out of reach, to be fair. Red Bull is just totally out of reach. I can't expect Red Bull to really hold on to any extent. Us to hold on to Red Bull at any extent. We just need to keep out. I think P3 is absolutely confirmed, but P2 might be the most we can do. Just overall, I don't think it's possible to do any more. We've got 5 wins, 9 podiums, and 3 fast laps and 3 pole positions. Meanwhile, Ferrari is more consistent with podiums, but we're almost level on level with what is it called? What are they called? We're almost level with Red Bull in terms of absolute number of wins, like total number of wins. 6 wins for Red Bull and 5 for Mclaren. Good job. Now, fastest pit stop. Again, top 4. Good stuff. Holding on to the top of the leaderboard. 20 points. That's what separates us. It's not a big difference, but it is there. Two botched pit stops. 2 seconds lost. If these 2 hadn't happened, we might have absolutely been ahead of Russell. Because Piastri did very well in the races. We need to start putting in Théo Pourchaire to the car for FP1 at least once or twice now, just to make sure that we make it. Time for Italy. It's Monza time. Replace the underfloor, side pod replacement, front wing replacement, and let's manufacture 2 side pods for now. You know what? No, we're gonna cancel that. We're gonna manufacture an underfloor and front wing. Front wing. And underfloor. Everything else is fine. Facility refurbishment is completed, and we're gonna manufacture our side pods, which gets us some minor performance gains in terms of top speed, medium speed, and high speed performance. That will be the final just upgrade that we're doing. and the rest is gonna go for research. How much do we have in terms of cost cap? 14 million is remaining for the cost cap. So we should be fine. Just overall, we should be fine. Because we have stopped well in advance. We're not gonna have too many overheads left over in terms of what we can do. There we go, front wing is done. And with that, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys next video. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Even a thumbs up is okay in the comments. Pick your poison. Peace out, get out of here.